These are the people I met. This is Dimitri, was an agronomist, and Sasha, or Alex, was the regional manager for, they were called Alpha Chem Group. They were an ag chemical distributor, sort of, they call their states oblasts, is the term they use. And this is like a 5-10 county area in Kansas, so they're a little bit different scale. This is Vasily and his daughter. Vasily's a small farmer. I'll talk about him in a minute. There was a farm, Dimitri and Olga were agronomists, about about 8,000 acre farm. Dimitri, just to give you an idea, Dimitri has a master's in agronomy. Olga has a bachelor's in agronomy. Her salary is $200 a month. Okay, so you know, it's different. I didn't really get to see a lot of farm equipment. I took these from the road, but you know, it looks a little different. There's a sprayer. This is a nurse trailer. There were 2 nurse trailers following them. They're cutting silage. The crops were mature. They were about 2 weeks early. So corn was hard dent and soybeans were turning, sunflowers dropping leaves. But you can see that's an old looking chopper. And I guess it was silage, but they're just long strings and long chunks. It wasn't chopped fine. So if they were putting out for silage, I don't know how good the pack would be. Vasily was a small farmer. He farms about 50 acres. That's his tractor and plow, and they plow everything. That's his wheat drill. One of the big problems in Ukraine is land reform. When the collective farms, when they declared independence, the collective farms were owned by the government. So you weren't a farmer, you were a tractor driver, you're like a hired man on the farm. And so what they did was they gave everybody a share of land who lived in that collective farm. So these people had 5, 10, 15 acre parcels. There is a moratorium on land sales. You cannot buy land in Ukraine, but you can lease it. So if you're going to try to farm, you're going to have to lease all these little parcels of land. So if you're a 500,000 acre farmer, you might have 50 to 100 leases to sign. And so what happened was, after independence, big companies put out like these 20 and 30-year leases. So the land is tied up. A lot of foreign investment. Interest rates, 25 to 30%. So huge barrier. I mean, it's almost impossible to start farming. This is what I took pictures of the land. I mean, you know, Toto, we're back in Kansas. I mean, I felt like I hadn't left home just looking around at the horizon. The soils, the term they used to describe is chernozem. These are prairie soils. They were, the ones I saw looked real similar to our soils. Now, they are different. They are dark colored soils. Our soils will run 1-2% organic matter. Theirs were 4 and 5%. You can see just how dark they were. It was really dry. This, I got a probe in a full bucket with. Other than that, it was bone dry. They get no rain in August or July and August. The rain just typically shuts off. But it's dark to about 18 inches deep. So they're productive soils. Yields they talked about were similar to our dryland yield: 150, 180 bushel corn, 30 to 40 bushel soybeans, 50 bushel wheat. So very similar to what we deal with. But the old and the new. Brand new grain storage, grain leg, high-speed leg, right around the corner of the old concrete elevator, sitting abandoned. A lot of abandoned facilities over there. This was Olga and Dimitri. This is their seed processing plant. And you look, and it's 1940s, 1950s. I took the picture of these in the rail yard. You can see how old the tank cars are. They had electric trains, the cables overhead, and that's how they powered I mean, they had diesel trains, but a number of the trains were electric trains. So a little bit different. Common out in the country. These people have a cow, again, not for a hobby, but they sell milk for themselves. And you see here's the fenced in, here's the entrance gate. And not only sometimes single hazard, but a double hazard. And in the rural areas, everybody's got a garden. And again, it's not for a hobby, it's produce to sell or produce to keep them fed. And I'm going to close it out and offer, if eating caviar is on your bucket list, I brought back some red caviar, and that's what's over here. And this is how Nikolai said, you take black bread, smear it liberally with butter, and if you want, put a little dollop. I've got a little can of red caviar there. There's two kinds. There's black caviar, which is from the Caspian Sea. Now, the red caviar is what you eat when you're slumming it, you know, but slumming it, poor man's caviar. It's a little less, you know, isn't as pricey as black caviar. Black caviar is kind of for the upper crust, but the caviar is in the cans. Here, caviar is something rare. Over there, it's like tuna fish, you know, is in a grocery store. So, put black butter and put a little dollop of caviar. So, give it a try and see what, see if it's something. So you can say, I have eaten caviar.